The 19th annual India Business Conference brought together industry leaders, thinkers, and future entrepreneurs at Columbia Business School for a day filled with vibrant discussions and innovative ideas. Organized by the South Asia Business Association, the event centered around the theme of India 2.0, Unleashing Global Potential. The conference began with a lineup of dynamic speakers, each offering their own unique perspective on India's economic, social, and cultural landscape. Apurva Mehta, CEO of Dharma Productions, took the stage to share his insights on project assessment and viability in the film industry. In a candid conversation with Professor Sharad Devarajan, CEO of Liquid Comics, Mehta delved into the intricacies of the industry and the potential for growth in India. Amit Verma, Chief GM and Country Head of US Operations at the State Bank of India, offered a glimpse into the future of banking with the YONO app. YONO SBI's latest mobile banking offering, promises unparalleled convenience and accessibility, revolutionizing digital banking for customers across India and beyond. The conference also featured keynote addresses by Anant Narayanan, founder and CEO of Mensa Brands, and Chandrika Tandon, founder of the Krishnamurti Tandon Foundation and Tandon Capital Associates. Narayanan inspired aspiring entrepreneurs with his insights into startup culture, while Tandon captivated the audience with her multifaceted journey, touching on topics ranging from music to spirituality. Dr. Ram Madhav, author, social leader, and Indian politician, added depth to the discussion with his reflections on global leadership and cooperation. We're here at the 19th annual Indian Business Conference hosted by Columbia Business School and South Asian Business Association. There are a whole lot of panels and discussions going on, and this place is abuzz with people from faculty, students, professionals, industry leaders. Let's enjoy the panels. So, introduce yourself. What do you study here, and what do you hope to achieve from this conference?
Sure. Hi, I'm Firoz Muhammad, first year MBA student at Columbia Business School, and I'm originally from India, but I came to US to do my undergrad and worked here for 5 years. So I've been here for 10 years, and my reason for coming to this India Business Conference was to learn about what's happening in India in terms of business and investing side, because I was an engineer before, and I wanted to be on the investment side in the future, and this conference exposes me to what's happening by bringing relevant speakers in this field. So that's why I'm here. It's exciting so far. Yes.
What do you want to make your investments in?
Sure. I worked in clean energy before as an engineer in renewable energy, and it's a pivotal time for energy. These old way of doing things has to stop, and there's a lot more investment needs to flow into how we produce energy and move people in terms of EVs. So this seems like a very a growth area now, all across the world, not just India. So that's the area I want to focus in, and that's why I came to business school, to transition from being an engineer to get those finance skills. I'll be working at investment bank, and then eventually probably move back to India and do something in this space.
So there are a lot of writers and filmmakers here, and they have independent voice. Does Dharma plan to set up shop here in US?
I not immediately right now, but we hope we reach that stage one day. We're making so many more films that we need to be in all parts of the world. But people have access to us now on email and everything else. So I mean, the world is a small place. So we have a creative team that we can write into, and then they kind of take a document and then they see it, and then if there's any scope, they look at it further.
People here, they have their own stories. They might be immigrant stories. They
Right.
may be something like Donkey, but of course better than that. Independent voices. They want, something like a corporatized system here. They want Dharma to be here.
I mean, we love to be here right
Yes.
now, but it's really difficult. To be honest, there's so much work going on there. It's tough to, you need somebody who's creatively stationed here, who does all of that, who understands things, and I think we're a little bit early for that yet. We are still kind of finding our own feet in India yet. So maybe in a few years, hopefully that might happen.
You are the proprietor of Liquid Comics, right?
I'm the founder of Graphic India and Liquid Comics. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
And how do you see traditional Indian stories being told through your comics?
Well, not just through our comics. I launched recently the animated series The Legend of Hanuman, which became the #1 show on Disney Plus Hotstar. It was a series that, again, took the amazing story of Hanuman and tried to convey it in the modern-day versions of animation that we were able to tell that story with. I've also had the good fortune of working with Rajamouli, the acclaimed director, on the animated series Bahubali: The Lost Legends, which we launched as one of the #1 shows in the country as well. So, a lot of what we have been doing is unlocking incredible creativity across the country in both comics, animation, and live action. I was the producer on the Archie's film, which we recently launched with the amazing Zoya Akhtar, who was the director and filmmaker behind that, which is now on Netflix as well. So a lot of how we look at it is great stories transcend any one medium. They live in all kinds of mediums: comics, animation, live action. We're doing a lot in the video game space and interactive media as well.
So, Ashka, you're on the organizing team. Talk about what goes into planning something of this stature.
Sure. So we've been planning the conference for almost 7 months now, and definitely it's not a 1 or a 2% job. It took a whole team, a whole village to put this up together. And it's not just one thing, right? We're coordinating with the speakers, the sponsors. We have to make sure everything is in place for the attendees. But all in all, I would say it was hard work, but it paid off well. We're very happy with how the turnout is. The speakers are happy, the attendees are happy, and we're looking forward to the rest of the day.
So, Pratibha, what was your role in organizing this conference and what is the turnout like for you?
Thank you, Nidhi, first of all, for being here. My role has been the co-president of the club, South Asia Business Association, as well as the co-chair of the conference along with Ashka. And the turnout has been nothing less than amazing. We have sold out all the tickets and the hall has been overflowing. So we are very happy with the turnout and people have been very happy with the speaker lineup.
Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Sneha Ghazi. I'm actually a Columbia graduate from the medical department. I'm a physical therapist and I have a physical therapy practice in Manhattan. And I also have a nonprofit as well called Physical Therapy International Service Foundation. Everything we do is around healthcare and medicine and physical therapy. And through my practice, I'm a pelvic health specialist, so we treat a lot of a range of conditions from pregnancy to menopause to male and female pelvic health. And then through my nonprofit, our aim is to help underserved communities who don't have access to physical therapy services and health education, to really empower them to feel more confident in their bodies and be able to function in everyday society with more ease and better movement. So I'm just here to meet a lot of really cool people and come back to my university. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
So, Mr. Verma, welcome to Columbia University. Talk about the new initiatives that State Bank of India is introducing or something that is in the pipeline.
Yeah, as you would have seen in my presentation also, we are there in every space. State Bank of India has been leading from the front in every vertical. And as you want to know what is the new which is coming for the US operations, the YONO app which I spoke about is going to become a reality in United States as well. So we are shortly going to launch that YONO mobile app, which is a very customer-friendly, user-friendly product with lot of features and which is going to be a big boon for the customers of our US operations. So that is a very good development which is going to happen very shortly. And of course, on all the IT front, on the risk management, we have been doing phenomenally well and will continue to do so.
Tell me, you mentioned that you were in McKinsey for like 15 years. Yes. And people should leave anything what they're doing more, earlier than that. So would there be any side hustle you would recommend for people who are into startups?
Yeah, so firstly, I didn't mean that you should. I think McKinsey is a great institution, so if you want to stay, you should stay for as long as you can. I just meant that if you want to start something, you should start earlier than later. As far as startup entrepreneurs are concerned, I would say start to learn 1 or 2 skills, right? Maybe it's performance marketing, maybe it's coding. So as you're doing whatever you're doing, if you can start to learn some skills that'll be useful for you to build a brand, I think that would be good to do.
So what was your thought process in those 15 years? Did you ever imagine that you will be, going as a founder and CEO and all those big titles?
No, I did not. To be honest, I actually was quite happy with what I was doing at McKinsey. So this opportunity sort of came by chance. In many cases, I think a lot of life is about luck. So I think sometimes you get lucky. I think this is a good opportunity that came my way and I sort of took it and it worked out.
You've made so many sacrifices in your life. You know, you were so fierce. You were getting everywhere. You got everything that you desired, but you made a lot of sacrifices. Maybe that was the need of the hour also at that point. But in today's circumstances, do you think a woman needs to make so many sacrifices to balance her work life?
See, this is a journey, right? We are immigrants. I was an immigrant. And we all pave the way so that the next generation can have a better life. And the next generation paves the way so that the generation after them can have a better life. So a lot of how I think about my life is planting a sequoia tree. The tree doesn't bear fruit in your lifetime, but it serves generations after that. And I think that's what it's all about. It's not about me. Anything I did was not really for me. I had some psychic satisfaction, don't get me wrong, but a lot of it was planting a sequoia tree, and that's what I want my life to be about, which is, for me, the benefits are the service itself. And yes, things have gotten easier, but I will tell you that the journey for all women, if they're working very intensive jobs and are very, very importantly involved in their careers and have got families, is the details are different, but that's what they go through, you know. And so I wouldn't minimize anyone else's sacrifice. I think the details are different, and I think the circumstances are different. I think we are more compassionate about people's sacrifices. We are more understanding. Perhaps in our time, there was less understanding. There were fewer of us.
You know what we called as look east policy in 90s. Narasimha Rao vintage, P.V. Narasimha was the Prime Minister. 10 years passed, Vajpayee became Prime Minister. He realized, look east means we are just looking east. So he said, no, act east. So to do something, just not looking. So we started doing also. Today we work very closely. You know, one of the strongest, free trade agreements that we have is with ASEAN. In fact, I would say many very big trade happens between ASEAN and India. So we always had it on priority. It's another matter. China goes with deep pockets. It goes with strong financial muscle. We go with deep sentiments. 2,000 years of our connect with all these countries. We go with that sentiment, that emotion. We also work with them.